Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important issue on section 147 assessments read with section 148. The issue in the present case is that can the assessing officer continue the reassessment on the basis of original notice if the ground on which reassessment was initiated was no longer available? Or in simple words, if the notice to the assessee is issued under section 148 on A ground and during the assessment proceeding the assessing officer came to the conclusion that the addition does not warrant on A ground, so whether in these circumstances can the assessing officer make the addition on B ground? This issue is not res integra, and in this writ petition by the Madras High Court in the case of Anand Sign Services Private Limited versus Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax and others, the Madras High Court has held the same view which has been taken by various other courts. The matter has been reported in 465 ITR at page number 245 and the date of the judgment is 20th February 2024. The present case relates to the assessment year 13-14 and in the present case the notice under section 148 was issued to the assessee on the reason that there is deletion of land in the books of accounts amounting to rupees 86.93 crore and the assessee has not shown any capital gain on the deletion of this land. When the assessment proceedings were going on, the assessee filed a writ petition against this notice. Madras High Court granted the stay on the assessment proceedings on 30th March 2022, but in spite of this stay, the assessing officer passed the assessment order on 31st March 2022 and in that assessment order, the learned assessing officer mentioned that there does not become any addition on the basis of capital gain for which the notice under section 148 was issued, but at the same time, he made the addition of an amount of rupees 1.49 crore on some other grounds. The assessee again filed the writ petition and in this writ petition, the High Court said that the power to entertain the writ under Article 226 of the Constitution of India flows from Constitution of India and this power is a very plenary power, but it is a discretionary power in the hands of the High Court. The court said that even the existence of alternative remedy does not put an embargo on the jurisdiction of the High Court to accept a writ. Although at the same time the court said that although it is a determinative factor, but the High Court has very wide powers in entertaining the writ petitions. So in the present case, the court admitted the writ of the assessee again and said that in the present case, the explanation 3 to section 147 does not apply and explanation 3 to section 147 says that the assessing officer can make the additions on the other grounds also if during the assessment proceedings he feels that the addition on some other grounds should also be made, but at the same time he can do so only if he make the addition on the ground on which the case of the assessee was reopened under section 147 read with section 148. At the same time the court said that in the present case the explanation 3 to section 147 does not apply because in the present case the assessing officer has dropped the addition on the ground on which the notice under section 148 was issued, so he cannot move or the assessing officer cannot travel on the other grounds in case the basic ground of issuing the notice under section 148 does not hold good. So in the present case, the Madras High Court admitted the writ of the assessee and deleted the addition. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Anand Sign Services Private Limited versus Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax and others, and this case has been reported in 465 5 ITR at page number 245, and the matter has been decided by Honorable Madras High Court, and this judgment came on 20th February 2024. Thank you, friends.